Well, hello and welcome to the MCAT Club. This is our weekly call for Monday, January 20th, 2014. My name is Don Osborne and I am the host of the MCAT Club. And in case you haven't heard before, the MCAT Club is the place to go for up-to-date information about studying for the MCAT, MCAT prep, and we even answer your MCAT related questions live here on the call. You can find the MCAT Club at its home at INQUARTA.com. We also have a Facebook page. I also put together a lot of YouTube videos on the topic of the MCAT, and you'll also see me occasionally on Twitter, as well as Google Plus and Pinterest, and maybe even I'll create a Tumblr for MCAT and medical school admissions one day. As a medical school admissions expert and consultant and coach, I work with amazing students who really want to get into medical school, but you may be stuck or feel uncertain about parts of your application process. You really want to understand how to market yourself, how to package yourself, and sell yourself to medical schools. I am the most uplifting and encouraging advisor you'll ever meet because I work on you to make you a much stronger, much more competitive applicant than you currently are. Today's topic is about comparing the 2014 versus the 2015 MCAT. And the reason why I want to address that is, recently I was doing some travels, and during that time of travel I was able to do a little bit of research and some reading about MCAT 2015, and I discovered what I consider to be 2 or 3 pretty significant potential traps, landmines, in your logistics, your planning for either MCAT for 2014 or MCAT 2015. So I want to review those for a few minutes and just help students recognize what to be aware of, what to be careful about relative to MCAT and their decision regarding MCAT 2014-2015. Let's get into some of the major problems of the traps regarding the decision to take MCAT 2014 versus MCAT 2015. Okay, so trap number 1 has to do with, should you take MCAT in 2014 if you're not planning to apply to medical school in 2014? All right, well, this style of MCAT, the old style of MCAT, is really only going to be good. AAMC will stop reporting any old MCAT scores as of 2017. So they'll stop like it never even happened. So that means really you're only talking about 2014, 2015, and 2016. And that means you're only looking at the application cycles 2014 and 2015. I don't even think they're going to allow an old MCAT to be submitted to the 2016 application cycle. So with that in mind, there are a number of things that you want to really think about as far as your planning is concerned. As tempting as it might be to take MCAT 2014, it's going to be a shorter test compared to MCAT 2015. It's going to be on fewer topics, so there's no sociology, no psychology, none of the other sort of cognitive and statistical problem solving that you'll have to do with the new exam. So it's really tempting to try to jam in and squeeze in 2014 MCAT. So here's trap number 1. If you take MCAT 2014, you're basically committing yourself to either applying in 2014 or applying in 2015. If you take MCAT 2014 and you want to apply in 2014, that really means that you have to take the MCAT between now, this recording is being done in early January, and May 2014. If you take it later than that, if you take MCAT 2014, you take it later than, say, May, and you apply in 2014, then you're risking delaying your overall application for your MCAT score. Okay, so if you're planning to take the MCAT 2014 and you're applying in 2014, that makes total sense. However, if you're planning on taking the MCAT in 2014, but you don't want to apply in 2014, you want to apply, say, in 2015, you want to be really careful about how you time out when you take the MCAT. Here's what I mean. So for the vast majority of students who take the MCAT, they may go up to the actual test day, take the actual test, and when they get their scores back, they can be surprised that their MCAT score isn't higher. And what that means for a lot of students is that they want to retake the MCAT. Okay, so if you're planning to apply in 2015 to start medical school in 2016. So you're like, okay, well, I really don't need to worry about taking the MCAT until, say, end of summer, beginning of fall. If you do that and then your score comes back and you're not happy with it and you want to retake, well, you have a short window of opportunity when you can retake MCAT 2014. If you don't have enough time to review and re-prepare, then all of a sudden that style of test is going to go away. You won't be able to use the same style of test, and you'll be stuck in having to prepare for a whole new exam. Okay, so when is that exact timing? If you say to yourself, look, the last time I want to ever take an MCAT, even if I have to retake it, would be, say, the last time it's available, like January of 2015. And I want 3 months to prepare. So that's December, November, October. So that means that you need your scores back before October. So that means you need to take the MCAT like at the end of August, or say middle of August, so you get your scores back and you can start to study. So that means that you're really taking the MCAT middle of August at the latest. So that gives you enough time to study for the MCAT over the summer, take it once, see what your scores look like, and then you still have 3 months to prepare and take it again without having to switch tests.